No, and obnoxious anti-India statements that have come from him that Shekhar, that you must comment on. And there's a long history of Pakistan bringing in radical Islamism into cricket. And there's a long history, and I'm not restricting myself just right now. I mean, look at the time when you have people like Muhammad Mushtaq who will say it's victory of Muslims over Hindus. Is that sportsman spirit? Why do we ignore that? Or Imran Khan saying it's jihad for Kashmir. Why would you want to ignore that? It's Shathe
Well,
Shatyam Samacharet. You treat them the way they treat you and worse. But let me bring in Shishin Hatangadi. Mohsin Naqvi repeatedly spews venom against India, including today, where he falsely claims that history records Pakistani win in battle, which is not true.
I want to
Frankly,
respond.
yeah, you must. Frankly, had this match not been live, he ran away with the trophy. Probably in Pakistan, they would have claimed Pakistan won.
Yeah, like I said, Gaurav, highly childish. I mean, what's a central minister spending so much time at the ACC for a week, 10 days? Obviously, he doesn't have too much to do there because,
Army does all the work there. These guys are just lackeys.
yeah, so the point is he's come here, and I mean I think the Indian team and the BCCI has made it very clear we will not accept the trophy from him, and that's as simple as that. Why complicate matters? We talk about the venom off the ground, things being said, political statements. That's another matter. The main point is if the players are under duress to have played this tournament and they have emphasize the fact that they don't want to accept the trophy from this gentleman, then be dignified and say, okay, I'm the ACC chairman, I'll give it to somebody else to hand it over. Why walk
Okay.
away? I mean, actually, you're trying to behave younger and more childish than some of their own players, the Pakistani
True.
players.
Okay.
This is
Once again, Chandrasekhar Luthra, ACC chief, should be impartial. Naqvi clearly isn't. Look at his social media post that Nikhil also points to, that video of Cristiano Ronaldo, where they're attempting to mock their fake news of downing Indian fighters, or Haris Rauf's provocative gesture. Is this not reason enough for Indian players to say, nahi lenge isse trophy? He is
look,
not
look,
impartial.
look, Gaurav. I'm not here to defend any Pakistani or anybody, but let me tell you, and let me remind Nikhil also and everybody else that I have seen so many pictures of bat being used like a gun. I have seen that with Vivian Richards, with Botham, with so many players. I have
And
seen
a
so
history
many
of
terrorists.
Pahalgam,
Listen, listen, listen.
Where Pakistani
Let me
terrorists singled out
let
Hindus and massacred
listen.
them. There's a history, there is a
Either you
context.
listen to me also, or you
I
keep
am
following
listening
me.
to you, but I'm trying to
Yeah.
bring in
No, no,
context.
let me explain also. I'm here not to defend any Mohsin Naqvi or anybody. I'm here to give the true picture. So I've seen so many pictures like that, live and otherwise. And imagine a scenario also, Nikhil and Gaurav, that in 2036, somewhere in November or December, if India is going to host, Olympics, and imagine a scenario, Nadeem or anybody else from Pakistan, they win some medal. He is already an Olympic champion, and suddenly Mr. Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, or you and me, anybody is going there to give him medal, and he refuses to take that, accept that. Is that the right kind of approach? No, you are no one to decide whether you are going to accept trophy from Nikhil or me or anybody. It is the protocol, it is the decision by the ACC or ICC or anybody in the cricketing fraternity who is going to give the trophy. So, imagine these kind of
Okay.
scenarios. You can't blame these, and also last
Okay, Shishir Hatangadi
and
wants to disagree with you. The last 30 seconds I have on this part of the show. Quickly, okay, Shishir,
Yeah,
why do you
I
want to
just I
disagree?
just say
Why are you
one thing.
disagreeing?
I just one thing, Gaurav. If it was India and the scenario what was explained just now, no Indian minister or official would award or be on the podium to make that presentation
seriously.
to a Pakistani, given the situation, the sensitive situation between two countries. Okay, they wouldn't want the screen time. I mean, if you wanted screen
Not with the
time, you would have
Pakistani
seen
anyways.
you would
Seriously,
have seen Jai Shah,
you can
you would have
name
seen the
that stadium on
BCCI,
your
you would
own
have
name,
seen
but you will not
people
give the.
at the final.
Come
They
on,
were not there
come
at the
on.
final, weren't they?
I don't
Were they
Okay.
at the
accept
final?
this logic. You can
No,
No,
name
no.
the
but Nikhil, the
stadium on
last
your
30
own
seconds I have
name,
on this part
but
of
you
the
will
show,
not go there
should
and give the
organizers be very
presentation. Come
mindful,
on, Shishir.
given the
Come on.
acrimony between India and Pakistan, given that acrimony, given that radical Islamist mindset that Pakistanis display, unless they qualify, there should be no India-Pakistan engagement in future encounters, in future tournaments. Nikhil.
Sorry, that was a question to me.
Yes.
Gaurav, let me also give you an idea as to why this may have happened. Now, just try and understand. I think, look at Mohsin Naqvi, and that's why I say that he's truly a politician. I was just talking about the tweet. Let me give you another example. I was here at the practice session of the Pakistan team. On the eve of that game where those gestures were made by the Pakistani players, Mr. Naqvi actually paid a visit to the practice session of the Pakistan team. Are you telling me that there was no direction that came from the top for the Pakistani players to have done what they did? Because he comes on the eve of the game, after which they behave in that certain manner. The fact of the matter is, Mr. Naqvi has failed to do his job of actually running Pakistan cricket and running it successfully. I'll still say the Pakistani players, I will still give them credit. They gave India a fight in the final. But do you know how Mr. Naqvi has been performing as a PCB head? When that entire fiasco happened versus the UAE team, whether to play or not, he was incapable of making that decision. He had to call the previous president of Pakistan Cricket Board,
Absolutely.
and Najib Sethi, to
And
come and
all
help him
of this
out.
very
He had to call the
cleverly.
previous in charge of PCB, Ramizadeh.
All of this very cleverly is the deflection tactics that Mohsin Naqvi employs by using these kind of tweets. I've sadly run out of time on this part of the show, but gentlemen, it'll be great to have you back tomorrow and in future debates, because clearly all of us need to understand the Pakistani mindset, especially when that country is run by that radical Islamist called Asim Munir.